Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of the Ask JM Show, where I'm going to be giving you tips on how to take your health, fitness, and mindset to the next level. Now, one of the most frequently asked questions that I get being a fitness professional is, how do I reach my fitness goals faster? Today, I'm going to give you part one of 4 parts. Now, I'm going to dig a little bit deeper than most people would think. Some people want a very quick, short answer, but it's not that quick. So I'm going to give you, that's why I said I'm going to break it down into 4 parts for you, and I'm going to dig further than you probably have before to get to the root of what's going to make you successful faster. And the first part to that blueprint is mindset, okay? We've got to get out of the mindset of making things an option, okay? We have to think of our health, our fitness, our goals in general, whatever those might be, as a duty and an obligation to ourselves. And whenever we can start thinking of those as a duty and an obligation to ourselves and our friends, our family, and our coworkers, now it's not something we just do if we have time, it's something that we make a part of our day. So I'm going to give you 4 action steps to get you in the right mindset. Action step number 1 is we've got to strip away the negative labels that we've given to ourselves that do not serve us, okay? We gotta stop thinking about, oh, I'm too busy, I'm not pretty enough, I'm too out of shape, nothing works for me. These are all negative labels that we might have been told by other people, but maybe they were told to us long enough that now we're telling them to ourselves that we believe that that's actually the truth. The first thing that we have to do, we got to strip those negative labels away that do not serve us, okay? So what I want you to do right now is pause this video right here and write down all the negative labels that you have about yourself that don't serve you. Okay, now that you've written down all the negative labels that don't serve you, now the next thing you have to do is know that in this moment, you are perfect and you are enough, okay? Everything you've done to this point in your life has led you to this perfect moment. Now, if we want that perfect moment to look different in the future, tomorrow, a week, a year, 5 years from now, we've got to take some sort of action to make sure that that perfect moment looks different for us. All right, so we've discussed action step number 1, which is to strip away the negative labels that do not serve us. And action step number 2 is to understand your why. Why do you do what you do? Is it to set a good example for your kids? Is it because you had a family member that died of heart disease and you don't want that to happen to you? Is it because you're embarrassed to go do activities with friends like hiking because you just feel like you're too out of shape? To give you an example of what that looks like for me, I do what I do every day to make my community a healthier place to live. I get up and I get up at 4 and I do all the things that I need to do to make myself available to clients and my team members. And I get up at 4 each morning to do that, not because I love getting up at 4 o'clock, but because I know it's necessary to have a fulfilling life for myself. And what fulfills me is to make my community a healthier place to live. All right, step number 3. Write it down, okay? Write your why down. It's important to know because if we tell ourselves that's great, but it can kind of go out of sight, out of mind. Write it everywhere. I have it written on the walls in my fitness facilities. I have it written on paperwork. I have it written on my table that I read, my nightstand where I read at. Everywhere I go, all the places that I frequent the most, it's written. And I can't let it escape because every time I look, it's right there looking for me. So write it somewhere. Write it on a sticky note and put it on your mirror whenever you get dressed in the morning. Put a sticky note on your computer, wherever that is for you that you frequent the most, write it down, okay? And that's action step number 3. Action step number 4, see it every day, okay? Make a conscious decision to see that every single day. So let's discuss the 4 action steps that we gave you to get yourself in the right mindset. Number 1, we've got to strip away the negative labels that we've given to ourselves that do not serve us in reaching our goals. Number 2, we've got to understand our why. Number 3, we need to write that why down. And number 4, we need to see it every day. Write it in a lot of places. And this is the 4 steps in part number 1 of developing the right mindset to you getting to your goals the fastest. See you next time.